Hello, students and parents. Welcome to Miss Mason's page. This is Miss Dennis speaking. I will be subbing until Miss Mason returns. I wanted to give you a quick tutorial of Miss Mason's page, but also show you some features that are going to allow you to get the best out of your learning experience, but also limit and eliminate technical difficulties. The first thing that I want to show you that's very important, if you can do it tonight, you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble in the morning. You want to go to the Getting Started tab. So, under the Getting Started option, there's a very important link called Important Login Information. Using this link, you will be able to create a Microsoft account with your student's lunch ID. So, the same number that they use for NCED Cloud, if you click on this link, and you type in your student's ID number. Now, this hashtag to millennials means trending, but in reality, it means number. So you want to type in your child's lunch number at stu.gcsnc.com and their birth date. If you click on this link, it's going to take you to Microsoft Office. And your students already have an account. They only have to log in one time. And once they do that, they'll have access to all things Microsoft apps. So remember, you can click on that link. It's going to redirect you and it's going to prompt you to all of these apps, but you have to log in using their student ID and their birthday. And once you do that, I'm going to click on it again and show you all the things you'll have access to. Once you type that in, notice that there's Teams, there's SharePoint, Word, and then even an email system. You will then receive notifications and calendar invites to Teams, and it'll also make Teams access so much easier for you. The other thing that I want you to take note to that's on the Getting Started and homepage is that you also have something that called live instruction time. So when you see live teaching times, it's going to show you the schedule of when live lessons will occur. Now, because I am only a substitute, I will only host the morning meetings, which take place 9 to 9:45. But once Miss Mason returns, this calendar is where you will go to know when each lesson will be hosted live. So this is where you would want to go to figure out when the lessons will be held. Recorded lessons will be here as well. So make sure you check those out. The last thing that I want to show you is where you go to interact with assignments. So it seems like a lot of buttons, and I know it can be confusing, but if you click on September, it gives you each week for your lesson. So we're on September 7th week. So you would click here. This chart can be a little confusing, but you can read it across. So for example, Wednesday, the students would complete all of the links that are shared for Wednesday. So they would go straight across. And this is following the morning meeting. The last thing that I want to make sure that I bring your attention to is that under your student's dashboard, and that's their original screen for when they log in, every student's account looks the same. But what I want to make sure that you guys know that you have the option is this clever icon. This clever icon gives students, and this is super important because this is where all the magic happens. This clever icon gives students access to ARC Bookshelf, which has an array of different books that they can explore and read online. If you don't have this feature yet, let the classroom teacher know, and we will work on getting your child access. But it has all these different titles and digital stories for students to use. You also have Zern capability, which is a math game that students are allowed. And then my favorite, which is InSync, which also provides math lessons. So make sure you check all of those things out. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. for our morning meeting check-in.